When you step into the shoes of a master story writer, meticulous care has to be taken. There should neither be a spillover nor a deficiency. Ted Riccardi, the author of The Lost Years of Sherlock Holmes, has certainly adhered to these cardinal principles. Right from the chapter titled Preface by Dr. Watson, he has shown no inclination towards himself but towards the celebrated author Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, who had created the greatest detective of all time in the literary world, Sherlock Holmes. Not for a single moment did he let the readers think that they are not interacting with anyone but Conan Doyle's Sherlock Holmes. So today, let's discuss a little bit about this book, and trust me, this is going to be a short review. I got this book to review from Jaco Publications a few years ago, and I had reviewed it in my blog. Before I proceed further, if you don't know who I am Shalet Jimmy. I'm from India. I love books and I talk about them here. I'm an avid crime fiction reader, hence they predominantly constitute my read and to be read list. But I assure you, I have other genres too. Welcome to Shalet Jimmy's Story World. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle had written 62 stories featuring Sherlock Holmes that were published between 1887 and 1927. It includes 4 novels and 58 short stories. I have read all 4 novels and I have 6 more short stories to read. The novel, The Hound of Baskerville, is my all-time favorite, and I really lost count on how many times I've read the book and watched its various adaptations. Among short stories, I love The Adventures of Speckleband. So I hope I can vouch for Ted Riccardi. There are 11 short stories in The Lost Years of Sherlock Holmes, and it deals with that particular period when the world assumed that he was dead. Sherlock Holmes was dead to his known world, but all alive in the Orient world. So this book deals at length with his exploration and adventures in Asia, mainly in India, Nepal, and Tibet. The story says from 1891 to 1894, he had wandered through Asia, and he was all alone without Dr. Watson, Scotland Yard. He was just equipped with his physical strength and cool logic and rationality. While some of the cases he encountered along the way were coincidences, while others were to protect the interests of the British Empire, whose pride lay in the vast expanses of India. In the real Sherlock Holmes story, the great detective was killed while chasing a criminal mastermind and his arch enemy James Moriarty. Moriarty was also killed in the scuffle. But man, the readers of Sherlock Holmes could not take these turn of events in their stride. They were so upset that more than 20,000 of them cancelled their subscription to the magazine which was publishing Holmes' story. With no other alternative in sight, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle had to resurrect Sherlock Holmes in The Hound of Baskerville, which became an enormous success. Coming back to Ted Riccardi's book, the author is focusing on that particular period when the world assumed the great detective was dead. Only Sherlock's brother, Mycroft Holmes, knew that Sherlock was not dead. Dr. Watson, his friend, was mourning his death. Though Mycroft knew about Sherlock's whereabouts, for some strong reasons, he decided to keep Watson in the dark. Perhaps to fill this vacuum, as we cannot think about Sherlock Holmes without his friend Dr. Watson, Ted Riccardi introduces a new friend for Sherlock called Gorasha, who is an Indian. In many cases, we can see Gorasha rushing to help the sleuth. Regarding the writing style, Riccardi has used simple language, but Arthur Conan Doyle's style has been kept intact all through the book. It'll grip and engage you the way Conan Doyle has been doing for years. The mysterious Orient world lay bare beautifully through the book. The incidents are not narrated in chronological order, but that can be excused, as Dr. Watson has already put it in the preface, that if the readers are looking for historical consistency, he or she will be disappointed. At the same time, there are minor flaws to which we can turn a blind eye, considering the fact that his writing has not diluted one bit Sherlock's persona and Doyle's writing style. Though the initial chapters will grip you immensely, the tempo diminishes a little bit in the middle. Still, undoubtedly, it's a gripping and engaging read. If you have read all of Sherlock Holmes' stories, and also if you're the one who has mourned his death, the last years of Sherlock Holmes will allow you to revel in his resurrection. The only thing I did not like about the book was its cover. It does not bear any semblance to the story. Ted Riccardi was Professor Emeritus in the Department of Middle East and Asian Languages and Culture, Columbia University, New York. He passed away in 2020. If you liked my review, please share, subscribe, and comment. God bless.